Hello, hello, hello. I have been requested again to do a tutorial on the song "Arise, My Love" by News Boys. Um, so I am going to uh, do the tutorial. And again, as always, this is not the only way to sign the words or the song. Um, this is just to give you some ideas of how you can sign it, but sometimes there may be different signs that you can incorporate, or there may be different ways that you could express the words and the music and the melody of the song. So this is just a few ideas that may can help you. Um, so I'm looking at the words, so you'll see me looking down, and that's why. So the song, it starts off with not a word was heard at the tomb that day. And then, so what I would sign is a word, and I would use more direction with this song so that you're not signing every English word. So I would say a word, the grave, nothing. You know, nothing was going on that day. Nothing. A word, grave, or the tomb, nothing. Or nothing. It was quiet. You can do that. It was quiet. A word, happening, there, quiet, quiet, nothing. And point, to make sure that you're showing it's the tomb that you're talking about. Just shuffling soldiers' feet as they guarded the grave. So I would again show the grave. So a word, the tomb, quiet. Their soldiers just walking and watching, watching the tomb. That's how I would sign that whole line. Just shuffling soldiers' feet as they guarded the grave. So soldiers walking, watching the grave. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days has passed. So I would just say 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, finish, or happened. Could it be that Jesus breathed his last? I would just, is it possible with the raised eyebrow? Possible, and I would lean, possible, Jesus, breathe, stop, or breathe, no more, there. Could it be that his father had forsaken him? So possible, Jesus, breathe, no more. Is it possible that God, point, had forsaken, had forgot? him, had forgot him. Um, uh, and um, and then it says, uh, so turned his back on his son, despising our sins. So you can just do, so Jesus, God turned his back. He turned away. Did he turn away? Because again, you're making sure that Jesus, let me close this. You're making sure that Jesus here is placed. So Jesus, God, could it be that God had Jesus turned his back, or, turned his back? Despising our sin, forgetting the sin. Could it be that his father had turned his back, despising our sins? All hell seemed to whisper, just forget him, he's dead. So hell, hell, I would just sign hell, finish, dead. Hell, voice, you can do that. Hell, voice, finish, point, dead. Then the father looked down to his son, and he said, so I would just sign God, pointing, and then looking down. Let me move my camera. So I would sign God, looking down, but you will hold your hands up higher, but looking down. So God, look down, remember, because you've placed Jesus here in the grave, here. So God, look down, and see it. That's it. That is, then the father looked down at his son and he said. So God, look down, see it, and see it. Arise, my love. Arise, my love. Or you can arise, my, and then I love you, the I love you, down towards the grave. Arise, but you drag it out. Arise, my love. Arise, my love. And then it says, the grave is no longer a hold on you. So the grave, I would sign, the grave can't overcome you. Or the grave can't succeed. The grave can't overcome, or the grave can't succeed. No more death sting, no more suffering. So there, no more death sting, no more suffering. Arise, arise, my love. The second stanza says, the earth trembled and the tomb began to shake. So the earth, you can do the earth trembled, or you can do the earth trembled. And then the tomb began to shake. So the earth trembled, the tomb began to shake. Or the earth trembled, the tomb began to shake. Let's see. Like lightning from heaven. Like lightning, again, you're doing the lightning on the grave. So wherever you place it, the lightning from heaven. The stone moved and or rolled away. The stone rolled away. Was rolled away. And as dead man, the guards, they all stood there in fright. So, and so you could say, when it says, and as dead men, that means they were in shock. They were in shock. So the guards, and as dead man, the soldiers were in shock, or they were in shock, so their mouth was open. So as dead man, they stood, the guards stood. So the soldiers, you can do stand in shock, or in shock and in fright. So as dead men, the guards stood there in fright, or both. You can incorporate both, because the song is slow. Next, as the power of love displayed its might. So I would just sign the power of love displayed its might. The power of love displayed its might. Then suddenly a melody filled the air. That's filled the air. So suddenly a melody filled the air. I would just sign it, suddenly a melody filled the air. And then the next one kind of flows into that. Riding wings of wind. It was everywhere. So I would just drag that, fill the air, fill the air, riding wings of wind. I would just, the melody, just fill the air, riding wings of wind, everywhere. The words all creation have been longing to hear. The sweet sound of victory, so loud and clear. I would just sign that. The words of creation, the world, have been longing, have been waiting to hear, or to hear the sweet sound, or the sweet sound of victory, loud. You can do loud, I wouldn't do clear, but just the sweet song of victory, loud, loud and clear. That's all one sign. The sweet song of victory, loud, and make it loud with your signs and clear. And then again, arise, my love, arise, my love. The grave no longer, you can do holds you, no longer blocks you or prevents you or just no longer holds you or can't, or no, I said the grave can't overcome you. But again, you can, because it's a repetitive song, it's not a one way. I would suggest you sign it the second time a little bit different than the first time. So the grave no longer holds you, no more death sting, no more suffering or suffering or suffering. Arise, arise. And then you can do sin, where are your shackles? So sin, you could do sin, no more shackles, and then break free. Death, where is your sting? So you can sign that death, no more, no more. Hell, finish, defeated. So it says hell has been defeated. So hell, finish, defeated. Or hell, defeated. Defeated is no more. The grave could not hold a king. The grave could not hold a king. Arise, my love. Arise, my love. The grave can no longer hold you, no longer overcome you, no more death stain, no more suffering. Arise, arise, arise. And that's it. I hope this helps. And again, it's not the only way, but these are just a few ideas that you can incorporate in the song. And I will make a video signing the song too. So check out my YouTube channel, Taylor Made for You, and look up the song as well. Thank you.